Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Sports Inquirer Musings. This is E. Marcel Portut. We're recording this on April 11th, 2024. It is Thursday afternoon. Hope all is well for you out there in the world. This is a quick recap of things that we have been doing on the site over the past few days and some things you can look forward to as we progress through the rest of the week. As always, to follow everything that we do, head to the mothership, the sportsinquirer.net, premier news and notes site for everything that we have going on. We have a new layout. Tell me if you like it or if you don't approve of it so much. It's all good either way. But go there and make sure that you follow that and see what we have going on. You can go to our Twitter and Instagram pages under Sports Inquirer. That's all one word. Also on Facebook, you can look us up on the Sports Inquirer. All those sites have gotten some revamps. So very excited about how the layouts are going. Had some help from my companion and my partner, so that's been really helpful in that regard. So very happy to have that going on. You can also subscribe to us on our platforms on YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, much more. Wherever you get your content, make sure you like and subscribe to everything that we're doing. We would really appreciate it. As I mentioned, we do have some things going on here. Actually, let me make sure for those of you that are seeing, I got to make sure that I do this right. And where are we? There we go. Oh, yeah. And as I mentioned, if you want to subscribe and share, we're trying to get to 1,000 followers or subscribers. That would really help out the business and help out everything that we have going on. So that is definitely something that we are striving for and looking for. So that'd be really cool to take place. But as I mentioned, just head to our platforms and check out what we have going on. It's been a pretty big active week for us here on the Inquirer. As I've mentioned, we've been doing some different layouts and just some updates on everything from the logo to the layout of the site, even how you're viewing and watching this right now. And it's been really exciting and invigorating to have all of this take place. And the good part about it is I think it'll be a good streamline or better streamline to everything that we have going on. So this is really beneficial for everybody involved. As far as what's been on the site over the past few days, we finally uploaded everything from the groundbreaking of the Arthur M. Blank U.S. Soccer National Training Center here in Metro Atlanta, technically Fayetteville or Fayette County, a little bit south of Atlanta. But we were finally able to upload everything there from what we did. We upload everything that we got from the event. So that means the pressers of the governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, Arthur Blank, the owner of the Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta United, all around a philanthropist and just a general legend in Atlanta, and obviously the namesake, the actually the big donor and the naming of the soccer national U.S. Soccer National Training Center. Got to make sure I get it right. He spoke to the media. I was able to get that. Also able to talk to the United States Soccer CEO C.D. Batson and the president Sidney Parlow Cone. So we were able to speak with them and ask about the process of selecting Atlanta, specifically Fayette County, for the site, what that means for U.S. soccer, and also it's going to be a very active period for U.S. soccer over the next few years on many levels. The men are in Copa America, which is in the United States this year. The Olympics are this summer as well. The men's and women's U.S. soccer teams will be in Paris for the Olympics. And then 2026, the men's World Cup is in the United States, and Atlanta hosts several matches in that. And then finally, in 2028, the Summer Olympics are in Los Angeles, California. So all of those within the United States, all of those domestic events taking place. Well, Paris, obviously, with the Olympics, that's the exception. But by the time the facility is built, and the goal is to have it built by the World Cup, for the men's World Cup in 2 years. We'll see what happens with that. I was able to talk to JT and Cindy about that and how the facility is going to affect or help impact the United States preparations for those future events. As far as things coming up for the site, we have Atlanta United. They are preparing to host the Philadelphia Union this weekend. We're going to be able to go. We're going to practice tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll be able to speak with manager Gonzalo Pineda and a player TBA. I believe is Brooks Lennon. That's the word that we got, but you can't guarantee that. But we will speak with a player. We do get a player. It may not be Brooks, but we'll get Gonzalo as well. So that'll be good for them. Teams coming off a 1-1 draw at New York City FC. So looking to stay in the top half of the Eastern Conference standings, facing a really strong Philadelphia squad. Later on tomorrow, on the 12th, we will be going to the Georgia State football game. It's Georgia State spring game. So Georgia State football spring game. Spring practice has wrapped up, and this will be the first time for us to meet new head coach Del McGee. We've had great interactions with former head coach Sean Elliott. He has transitioned to move on to an assistant coaching position at the University of South Carolina, and Del McGee is the new head coach of the Panthers. So we will be down there at the Georgia State Stadium and going to the events. Spring games are odd. You don't really get to see the full bag of tricks to all the players. There's so many factors between injuries and you got transfers coming in. You don't even get to see the true freshmen. Some of them may be on the roster already, and especially with the new head coach, the roster turnaround. I have not actually gotten a full look at a roster, and unfortunately, I was not able to go to a practice during the spring. But I'm sure the roster turnover is going to be pretty high. So we'll see when we get down there for that event. We are also going to go to the Atlanta United events or game on the 14th against Philadelphia. So not only we're going to cover the practice tomorrow on the 12th, we will be heading down to the match itself at Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the 14th. Got confirmation of that this afternoon. So we will be down there to get everything and provide get content and continue the flow of everything that we have going on. And we'll also do a Sports Inquirer show probably Sunday night into Monday morning. And we're going to talk about the Atlanta United, obviously what went on there, Georgia State football. The Masters, I'll have a recap of that as well. That's taking place as we speak. The first round just started, and obviously we'll have a winner by Sunday, hopefully. The weather should be actually pretty nice, so we'll have a winner by Sunday. And we'll talk about that. Wrestling. I said I would try my best. I got to start making promises. I got to say, I'm going to try my best to do a wrestling recap. So we will have some info on that as well. WrestleMania took place. A lot of activity in All Elite Wrestling. CM Punk. It's all drama. It's all craziness. So we will have some information on that as well. And we're also heading towards the home stretch of the NHL and NBA regular seasons. Baseball, Major League Baseball just started out a few weeks ago. So it's a very active, busy time for everything that's going on in the sports world. Very exciting time. Looking very forward to everything that's going on. So that concludes this edition of the Sports Inquirer Musings. As always, head to our site, thesportsinquirer.net, for the premier news and notes in the world of sports. You can also go to our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. LinkedIn as well. I forgot to mention that during the intro. We're also on LinkedIn under Sports Inquirer. Just look us up or look up my name, Emar Soportu. You should see it right down there on the bubble to the bottom. So just look me up and you'll see my content there as well. And finally, head to our other platforms to get your audio and visual view of all of this on YouTube, Instagram, SoundCloud, and much more. So thank you for joining us. And until next time, good fight, good night, and be safe.